Welcome to the lab. So I'm shooting attempt number 4 here. I think I'm going to make this short and quick because the reason why I jettisoned the 3rd attempt was I'm making an awful lot of weird and kind of gross noises because of my head is so stuffed up. So, rather than gross anybody else out that might happen to stumble upon these, I just wanted to mention a major thing that I was thinking about today. It comes from the fact that I had a very boring day at work. Not that we didn't do things, but the things that we did were things that just didn't interest me a whole lot. First of all, there's working on mission statements. Let me tell you. I get a good mission statement. I understand how it can really coalesce an organization. Wow. So few of them really do it for me. And the process of creating one when the end result isn't one of those just drains you. I mean, really, I do not feel energized by any stretch of the imagination after a 3-hour meeting about a mission that just makes you numb, you know? So, be this as it be, that, and then the other overriding problem that we had, well, there were actually 2 things. One of the things at work was trying to connect people over apps using IP phones, soft phones, and applications to an old PBX. And that just never works as advertised. So it's been kind of frustrating back and forth. I've reinstalled it on my phone, and it works. We have proven that the number works, so everything's configured correctly, but on the phone that needs to be working on, it just doesn't work. And whether that's the difference of cell network, the fact that it's an Apple phone, because they tend not to work worth a damn whenever you try and do anything outside the box, or whatever. For whatever reason, this iPhone just does not like trying to have people call it over IP. Just doesn't like it. So, I don't know. We're going to wrestle with that more tomorrow. And then the other issue was we have I swear, it's the worst access control system, the physical access control system, the keypad thing that you use to get into our building. I don't know who's responsible for designing the web interface that you can access. I mean, it's not really, yeah, it is. It's just an HTML, interface that you use to access. You log in, you access, whatever. I think that it would run faster if you ran it on a toaster. It really is that horribly slow. It takes forever to do anything in it, and it's just atrocious. And why it has to be separate from our security system is beyond me. It would seem to me like a single tool, a single product would do both things, and it should be cheaper in the long run to do that than do what we have to do. So that kind of chafed me a little bit today. And then the home thing that I was thinking about today, just as I was down here farting around, like the old fart that I am, trying to get situated and do some things. I had one kid come down and say that another kid was hurt in the backyard. So I had to run upstairs and ended up carrying her inside. The oldest had stepped funny on a log, and the log whipped up and hit her in the knee. Kind of the old rake effect, when you step on the head of a rake and it's facing the wrong direction and whaps you in the head. Except in this case, it was much shorter, hit her in the knee, and she couldn't walk very well, or didn't want to walk very well. And so I was thinking about, when I was a kid, how many times I actually requested parental intervention to get me from some situation. And I came up with two. One was a time that I had gotten a large splinter, it was like a 1/2-inch splinter through one of my fingers, and I was doing something, whatever it was I was doing, was with some rough piece of wood, apparently. I thought that I was going to get in trouble for, so I was reluctant to get, but the blood made me have to go in and get this splinter taken care of by a parental unit. Then there was another time that my brother and I had taken a bunch of magazines and ripped the pages off, and took the slick magazine, the slippery, slick magazine paper, and put it on the carpet, and we're using them like a slip and slide. And I had gone some wrong way and ended up thinking that I had broken an ankle, and remember calling or having my brother go and get my mom because I thought I'd broken my ankle, and I hadn't. But it struck me that I have had to carry several kids home several times, many more than that, and so I was just trying to. So it's like, are my kids more sensitive than I was? Was I am I just forgetting, how many times this happened, or are my kids doing more things that are more dangerous than I did? I don't think so. I used to do some pretty wacky stuff. But anyway, well, this has still turned into a fairly long one, even though I'm making all these weird noises, so I'm going to cut it. I do have a couple of projects, I promise, that I'm working on. I've shot video for them and haven't put it together yet, because this is where all my rough stuff is supposed to be, right? These are easy. So, they're easy when you don't have to shoot them 4 times. Anyway, catch you next time.